This topic is all about the connective tissue. So what is a connective tissue? So your keyword for connective tissue, it maintains the form of the body and its organs, and it provides cohesion and internal support. So it maintains the form and support. Okay? The connective tissues include several types of fibrous tissue that vary only in their density and cellularity, as the more specialized and recognizable variants sa mga bone, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, and adipose tissue. So depending on their origin, kung saan nanggaling, the connective tissue cells can be classified into resident cells, differentiated from the mesenchymal stem cells. So si fibroblasts will become fibrocytes, chondroblasts to chondrocytes, osteoblasts to osteocytes, adipocytes, myofibroblasts, and migrated cells from the bloodstream differentiated from hematopoietic stem cells. So si macrophages, the mast cells, and the plasma cells. So these cells are the ones that differentiate from the hematopoietic stem cells. So the suffix blast, so makikita niyo dito yung mga blasts, it describes young. So it is a young cell, the active cell. And the suffix site, ayan, site. Yun ay mature cell. Resident cells of connective tissue. So what is a mesenchymal cell? The undifferentiated connective tissue stem cell. So wala pa siyang specific na patutunguhan kung ano magiging cell siya. Undifferentiated pa. And it is able to differentiate into all types of resident cells as well as into endothelial cells and smooth muscle cells under certain circumstances. So, yan, mesenchymal stem cells, it can differentiate into either of the following: pang bones, pang skin, pang ligaments, muscles, respiratory cells, and marami pang iba. Fibroblasts, the principal active cell of the connective tissue, si fibroblast. So, itong mga to ay large. Again, blast, that means the young cell. Okay? So, it is large, flat, elongated, spindle-shaped. Its cells possess processes extending out from the ends of the body. So, ito example ng fibroblast. So, malaki siya, flat, then elongated. Okay? So, again, that is the active cell of connective tissue. The cell nucleus, it is flat and oval. Ayan. Oval. Fibroblasts produce tropocollagen or tropocollagen, which is the forerunner of collagen, and ground substance, that is an amorphous gel-like matrix that fills the spaces between cells and fibers in connective tissue. That is your ground substance. Okay, so it produces tropocollagen. Fibrocyte, so the mature site, or I mean the mature cell. It is a less metabolically active cell compared to fibroblast. It has a spindle shape, fewer cytoplasmic projections, and acidophilic cytoplasm, and an elongated heterochromatic nucleus. White adipocyte, so tandaan nyo to, si adipocyte, it contains the fats, right? Lipids. It is a large, a round, or oval shape when isolated, or polygonal when in groups. It contains one large lipid droplet, hence the name, it is unilocular. Uni meaning one, yan, one large lipid droplet. Its cytoplasm is represented by a thin ring pushed to the periphery, while the nucleus is eccentric and heterochromatic. Then this is adipocyte, the brown adipocyte. You have two types of adipocyte, right? Or the fat cells, the white and the brown. So earlier, that is the white, the unilocular, and the brown is the multilocular. Many lipid droplets. Smaller ang brown adipocyte compared to white adipocyte, and it has many lipid droplets, again with the name multilocular, giving the cytoplasm a spongy appearance. So the nucleus is round and located centrally. So ito yung kanya illustration. Two types of fat cells. This is the white cell or the white adipocyte. It stores energy. So, ito yung fat droplet, one droplet, diba? One lipid droplet. So, kaya siya ay unilocular. Tapos, ito yung nucleus niya. Then, the mitochondria. Ito naman si brown adipocyte, marami siyang lipid droplets, kaya spongy yung kanyang appearance. Diba pag spongy parang butas-butas, bilog-bilog? Okay? Ayan. Tapos medyo centralized yung kanyang nucleus compared to white adipocyte. And brown fat cells, they burn energy. Okay? So by increasing the number of brown fat cells, the body can burn more calories. Myofibroblast. It is a spindle, spindle-shaped connective tissue cell with contractile properties. It contains in the cytoplasm bundles or basta nasa cytoplasm bundles of alpha smooth muscle actin that associates with non-muscle myosin. Di ba si actin and myosin? This is connected to your muscles. Unlike smooth muscle cells, it is found isolated, scattered in the connective tissue, occasionally connecting with other myofibroblasts via cell processes. Okay? So, siya ay may kinalaman sa contractile properties ng inyong muscle, si myofibroblast. So, ito yung kanyang illustration. So, si fibroblast, then magiging siyang proto-myofibroblast, then another mechanical stress, magiging siyang myofibroblast. Migrated cells of connective tissue, so yung nag-change siya ng form. So, macrophage. So, di ba galing siya sa monocyte? So, the macrophage differentiates from monocytes migrated in various tissues. It is a large, round cell and a cytoplasm with either granular or a foamy appearance depending on the type of ingested particles. So, tandaan niyo itong foamy appearance yan. Si macrophage yan. Its nucleus is oval or kidney-shaped located peripherally or in the center of the cell. So, depending on the location, si macrophage, iba-iba ang pangalan. So, kapag nasa alveolar macrophage or alveoli, dust cell. Central nervous system, microglia, liver Kupffer cells. Sa skin, Langerhans cell, bone tissue osteoclasts. So, these are the different names of the macrophage depending kung nasaan yung macrophage na yon. So, ito yung itsura ni macrophage. O yan, so foamy appearance. It depends doon sa kanyang ingested particles. Ayan. Mast cell. So, itong mast cell, immediate inflammatory responses siya. So, may kinalaman siya sa hypersensitivity at allergic reactions. They are scattered throughout the connective tissues of the body. Saan? Beneath the surface of the skin, near the blood vessels and lymphatic vessels, nasa nerves, respiratory system, digestive, and urinary tracts. Okay, upon the stimulation by an allergen, so kapag ka ikaw ay taong may allergic rhinitis, for example, ako meron akong ganun. So, pagka ako, na-stimulate ako ng isang allergen, sa akin kasi ang allergen ko para ma-trigger yung aking allergic rhinitis is dust. Okay? So, upon the stimulation by an allergen, for example, the dust, the mast cells release the contents of their granules. So, ang process na tinatawag doon ay degranulation into the surrounding tissue. So, the chemical mediators produce, anong ginagawa ng mga mediators na yun? It produces the local responses characteristic of an allergic reaction. For example, increased permeability of blood vessels. So, yung iyong blood vessels, madaling magkakaroon ng spaces. So, madaling makapasok ang mga substances sa iyong mga vessels. Kasi, vessels, because increased ang permeability kapag meron kang allergic reaction. So, example niyan, inflammation and swelling. Kaya naging namamaga, for example, may maga ka sa kung saan. May allergen ka kasi, nasugat ka, napasukan ka ng foreign body, mamamaga yun. Kasi nga, increased ang permeability of blood vessels mo. Maraming liquid ang makaka-escape. For example, ito yung normal. Pagka meron kang inflammatory response, magkakaroon siya ng awang, kaya magkakaroon ng mga liquid na papasok dyan, which will cause swelling. Okay? Contraction of smooth muscles and increase mucus production. So, that is the local responses kapag merong allergen or allergic response. So, ito yung mga mast cell. So, again, it is, may kinalaman siya sa hypersensitivity at allergic reactions. Plasma cell. Plasma cell, short-lived, antibody-producing cell. So, tandaan nyo to si plasma cell, may encounter yan palagi. Basta si plasma cell, sa kanya galing ang antibody producing cell. Saan galing? That is from a type of white blood cell called a B cell. So, mga lymphocyte. Okay? Plasma cell, antibody producing cell. So, B cells, they differentiate into plasma cell. Okay? Si B cell ang pagmumula ni plasma cell. So, B cells differentiate into plasma cells that produce antibody molecules closely modeled after the receptors of the precursor of the B cell. So, kapag na-release na siya sa blood at lymph, these antibody molecules bind to the target antigen. Okay? For example, yung antigen mo na na-mark ng kung anong marker, pupuntahan siya ni B cell. Okay? Nung plasma cell, ni B cell, na-differentiate na ng plasma cell, pupuntahan niya yung target antigen kung saan nakakakuha siya ng signal or na-markan na. Okay? Then, its neutralization and the destruction will be initiated. Antibody production continues for several days or months until the antigen has been overcome. Pag nawala na. Okay, ayan. So, B cells, activation. So, si antigen, it will bind to a specific matching antigen receptor. So, ito yung mga antigen mo. Ito yung receptor. Okay, ayan. Pupunta siya sa, magkakaroon siya ng clonal expansion, differentiated into activated plasma cells and memory cells. Mga memory cells, yan, kapag nagkaroon ka ulit ng sakit, for example, natandaan na nila, so hindi na nila kailangan gumawa ng antibodies kasi meron ka ng memory cells doon. Alam na nila kung ano gagawin doon sa sakit na yon. Okay? So, next, pigment cell or the melanocyte. Melanocyte, yun yung specialized skin cells that produce yung dark pigment called melanin. So, melanocyte or the pigment cell. Birds and mammals possess these pigment cells which are found mainly in the epidermis, so sa skin, though they occur elsewhere in the matrix of the hair. So, ito yung mga maiitim. Okay, melanocyte. It produces the pigment melanin. Connective tissue fibers are classified into 3 categories depending on their chemical composition and synthesis. So, yung tatlong yon, collagen fibers, elastic, and the reticular. Collagen. Collagen, yan ay type ng protein fiber found abundantly. So, madami siya sa ating katawan. Ang ginagawa niyan, it provides strength and cushioning to many other different areas of the body, including your skin. So, most specifically, collagen is found in our various type of connective tissue. So, yung mga connective tissue natin rich sa collagen, the cartilage, the tendons, the bones, and the ligaments. So, these fibrils are thin. They are not visible in routine histological section unless they form thick, wavy, acidophilic collagen fibers. So, maninipis ang collagen fibrils. Ito yung mga stain. Pakitandaan yung may star board exam question. VGMAC. Ano stain for collagen? Van Gieson, Mallory's aniline blue, Mason's trichrome, Alcian blue, Cragian's aniline blue. VGMAC. Okay? So, those are the stains for your collagen. Elastic fibers, thinner. Mas manipis pa kaysa kay collagen fibers. Also, acidophilic. Therefore, more difficult to identify on routine sections. So, ang best stain yan ay si Orsin or the Weigert's Resorcin Fuchsin. Ang hirap ng mga stain talaga. Basta, tamaan nyo na lang yung spelling. Basta, yan. Weigert's Resorcin Fuchsin. Okay? Elastic fiber, yellowish branching fibers siya, composed primarily of the protein elastin. So, elastin. Elastic fibers, these are not broken down by hot water, as are collagenous fibers. And they are resistant to most enzymes. As suggested by their name, so yung mga elastic fibers, highly elastic, and impart elasticity to structures such as the skin, the lungs, some large blood vessels, and the aorta. So, aorta must be elastic, right? So, kasi siya nasa kanya yung pinakamalakas na pressure. So, kapag hindi elastic yan, baka ang tigas ng aorta. So, hindi maganda ang inyong circulation. Reticular fibers. In anatomy, fine fibrous connective tissue occurring in networks to make up supporting tissue of many organs. So, network siya for supporting tissue of many organs pa din. So, it readily accepts a stain of silver salts that collagenous fibers reject. And when boiled, the fibers do not form gelatin, as do collagenous fibers. So, tandaan niyo yung mga ganan. So, yung mga stain niya, it accepts silver salts that collagenous fibers reject. So, hindi kayang i-stain ng silver salts ang collagen fibers. So, ito yan. Connective tissue fibers, elastic na sa left or sin stain. Tanda, si reticulin, the silver stain, and the collagen, ayan, H and D, hematoxylin and eosin. Ground substance. So again, that is an amorphous gel-like substance present in the composition of the various connective tissue. Most clearly seen in cartilage, in the vitreous humor of the eye, and in Wharton's jelly of the umbilical cord. Ito ay viscous, malapot, transparent or translucent in composition. The main chemical components of these GS are large carbohydrates, protein known as acid mucopolysaccharides or glycosaminoglycans or the GAGs. Okay? So, yun yung kanya main components. Tandaan, acid mucopolysaccharides and GAGs. GAG. GAGs, glycosaminoglycans. So, depending on the type of cells and fibers within a tissue as well as proportion of different tissue components, one may classify connective tissues in connective tissue proper and specialized connective tissue. Connective tissue proper. So, they can be further classified into several categories based on the predominant type of fiber or cell. Loose connective tissue. Equal amounts of cells, fibers, and ground substance. So, equal siya. That is your loose connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue. Ang predominant ay collagen fibers with konting irregular distribution. With irregular distribution throughout the tissue. So, madaming collagen pero irregularly distributed. Dense, regular, connective tissue. Mostly ay collagen fibers pa rin but arranged in a parallel pattern. Reticular connective tissue formed mostly of reticular cells and reticular fibers. Elastic tissue, so based from its name, predominant is elastic fibers produced by the fibroblasts. Adipose tissue, composed mostly of adipocytes, either white or brown. Mucus, an embryonic type of tissue, composed mostly of mesenchymal cells. So, ating mga specialized connective tissue, we have three, the cartilage, the bone, and the blood. Yes, blood is a connective tissue. Elastic connective tissue. A type of connective tissue in which the predominant component is the elastic fiber. So, it has a little ground substance and a few fibroblasts. So, located in the structure of elastic ligaments, the fibrous ligaments of joints, and the suspensory ligament of the penis. Ayan, kaya may betlog dyan. Nasaan nga yun? Ito yung suspensory ligament. Okay? Para saan ba to? Diba kapag ka ang sa boys, pag natutulog, ganyan. Nakaganon. Tapos, kapag ka medyo na-excite, tatayo. So, si suspensory ligament yung naghihila dyan pataas. Ching. Okay? So, elastic connective tissue. Next is the cartilage. It is a specialized type of connective tissue composed of cells called chondroblasts and chondrocytes and an extracellular matrix capable of bearing weight and mechanical stress. So, si cartilage. So, tandaan, capable of bearing weight, matbibigat, at mechanical stress. Chondroblast again, the young cell site matured cells. In the embryo, it provides support and is a precursor to bone. So, si cartilage. So, pag sa embryo, cartilage yung una na-form. It also functions as a template for the rapid growth and development of the musculoskeletal system. Chondroblasts are cells actively producing the components of the ECM or the extracellular matrix, and it may form into chondrocyte when it is trapped in the matrix. So, there are two forms of the cells in the cartilage, chondroblast, chondrocyte. Cartilage ha, tandaan. Chondroblasts are cells that secrete the major component of cartilage. Okay, example, the ECM. Chondrocytes are more mature cells with an acidophilic cytoplasm, and it is located inside the cavities called lacunae. On the basis of matrix composition, cartilage has been classified into three types: the hyaline, the elastic, cartilage, Hyaline, elastic, and fibrous cartilage. The hyaline, so ito yung kanyang location, between the tips of ribs and bones of sternum, covering bone surfaces at synovial joints, supporting larynx, trachea, and bronchi, forming part of the nasal septum. So, yun yung mga locations ni hyaline cartilage. Para saan si hyaline cartilage? Provides stiff but somehow flexible support. And it reduces the friction between bony surfaces. So, kaya nga meron siya sa synovial joints, hyaline cartilage. So, ito yung mga hyaline cartilage. Chondrocytes, ayan. And lacunae. So, mga bilog-bilog, yan. Elastic cartilage. Saan nakikita si elastic cartilage? Auricle of external ear, the epiglottis, auditory tube, cuneiform cartilages of larynx. Para saan si elastic cartilage? Still provides support but tolerates distortion without damage and returns to original shape. So, kung ganun-ganunin mo yung ears mo, so hindi siya masisira basta-basta kasi siya ay elastic. Ayan yung mga chondrocytes in lacunae. Lacunae. Elastic fibers in a matrix. Yan. Yan example ng elastic. Fibrous cartilage. Location, pads within knee joint between pubic bones of pelvis and your intervertebral discs. Para saan? It resists compression and prevents bone-to-bone contact and limits relative movement. Ayan. So, mahalaga to, diba? Para hindi magkiskisa ng buto mo dyan. Ayan. This is the fibrous cartilage and the chondrocyte in lacuna. Bone. Ayan. Dito tayo sa specialized connective tissue. It is a type of that tissue with a mineralized ECM. So, there are 4 types of bone cells. The one, osteoprogenitor, osteoblast, cyst, and clast. So, osteoprogenitor, progenitor, precursor cells derived from the mesenchymal stem cell. Osteoblast, involved in the synthesis of unmineralized bone. They have euchromatic nucleus and basophilic cytoplasm. Osteocytes, matured. So, baby, young, matured bone cells enclosed in lacunae. They have heterochromatic, flattened nucleus, and slightly basophilic or acidophilic cytoplasm. Osteoclast, multinucleated, maraming nucleus, phagocytic cells located in house shapes, lacunae. So, ito siya. Osteocyte, mature bone cell that contains the bone matrix. Osteogenic cell. Ayan. Osteoblast, immature bone cell. Ayan yung mga bones. Ay, osteoblast. Then your osteoclast, multinucleate o maraming nucleus that secretes acids and enzymes to dissolve the bone matrix. Okay, bone tissues can be classified into spongy bone. Other term for spongy bone, cancellous or trabecular bone. It is found in the long bones and it is surrounded by a compact bone. Highly vascularized and porous tissue. So, maraming butas-butas. So, thus the name spongy. Trabeculae are spaces created in the tissue by thin areas of osteoblast. Ito ay home to the bone marrow and hematopoietic stem cells that differentiate into red blood cells. So, dito gumagawa ng RBCs, white blood cells, and platelets sa bone marrow. Ay, sa bones. So, ayan. This is the cortical or the hard bone, the trabecular or the spongy bone. Okay, the epiphyseal plate. Yan. So, I think this is sara na. So, maximum growth na. Ayan. Next classification, the compact bone or the cortical bone. So, it surrounds the spongy bone and makes up the other 80% of the bone in a human skeleton. So, siya ay smooth, hard, and heavy compared to spongy bone. And it is also white in appearance, in contrast to spongy bone na kulay pink. So, si compact bone, it is made up of units called lamellae, which are sheets of collagen. So, yung lamellae, collagen aligned in a parallel pattern that gives the bone strength. And blood supplies, or the blood vessels, supply the compact bone with oxygen and nutrients through the structures called Haversian canals or osteons. So, dito dumadaan yung mga blood supplies para sa bone, sa Haversian canals or osteons. So, blood Connective tissue consisting of cells and plasma. So it originates in the red bone marrow in the hematopoietic stem cells. The peripheral blood cells are also called formed element, and it consists of the RBCs, anucleated, walang nucleus, the white blood cells, nucleated cells, also called leukocytes, and the platelets, the fragments of cells found in the red bone marrow called megakaryocytes. So platelets are also called megakaryocytes. Blood smears require special staining, such as May-Grunwald Giemsa or the Wright stain. Muscle tissues. So specialized tissue with functions by contracting, thereby applying forces to different parts of the body. It consists of fiber of muscles connected together in sheets and fibers. So, alam niyo na to, controls the movement. Okay, and there are 3 types of muscle tissues, the skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. So, ito yung skeletal, paulit-ulit na yun sa inyo, long, cylindrical, at maraming nucleus. And obvious striations. Ayan, mga striations. Function, voluntary, you control the movement. Locomotion, paggalaw, manipulation of the environment, facial expression, and voluntary control. Saan makikita? Skeletal muscles attached to bones or occasionally to skin. Cardiac muscles, branching. So, nagba-branch siya. Generally, uninucleate cells. Generally, so isang cells that interdigitate at specialized junctions. Ayan, nag-join sila. Tapos ito yung mga intercalated discs. Function, as it contracts, it propels blood. Okay, that is for the circulation at it is involuntary. Saan makikita? Walls of the heart, cardiac nga. Then, the smooth muscle, spindle-shaped or elongated with central nuclei. So, nasa gitna. Walang striations, cells arranged closely to form sheets. O yan, maganda yung arrangement, di ba? Functions, propel substances or objects. So, mga food, the urine, a baby, along internal passageway. So, involuntary pa rin ito. Mostly in the walls of hollow organs. Okay, so, dito ko muna tatapusin ito.